Why Salat? Most important Ibadat of Islam. The AMAL in Islam like Hajj, Zakat, Swam, etc. have announced to be FARZ, obligatory, in this world. But Salat is the only AMAL which has been announced FARZ from heaven, sky, by Allah. Salat is one of the most important AMAL in Islam. This AMAL has announced to be FARZ in front of Allah Almighty in the Arash Elahi, throne of Allah. This is the reason no Ibadat in Islam is as important as Salat. Even in Hadith and Quran, Salat is indicated as the most important Ibadat of Islam. When a person stands for Salat in front of Allah, and when any unlucky person loses his/her attention by looking here and there, Almighty Allah says, "Hey my servant, I am in front of you, but your attention is not toward me." Which means you are attracted towards such a thing which is greater than me. I think for this reason your attention is not toward me in the Salat. When a servant of Allah stands in front of Allah for performing Salat and uttering Allahu Akbar, the situation stands such that as soon as the person completes takbir, Allahu Akbar, Almighty Allah forgives all the sins of that person, and that person become free all the dirt, sins, as he/she become innocent as a newborn baby. When a person utter A'udhu Billah after Subhanakallahumma in Salat, then he gets uncountable neki, virtue, from Allah. When a person utter Alhamdulillah in Salat, he/she archive the neki equal to Hajj and Umrah. When a person goes for a ruku and utters Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, he/she archives such amount of neki, virtue, that he/she has read all the heavenly books. When a person utters Sami Allahu liman hamida in Salat, Almighty Allah pays his special attention towards that person. When a person performs shishdu in Salat, he/she archives neki, virtue, equal number to jinn and human present in this world. When a person utters Subhana Rabbi al-Allah in shishdu, he/she gets the neki, virtue, of freeing a slave. Hazrat Hassan Basri, Ro, says a person who performs his Salat 5 times a day will archive 3 honorable things. 1. When a person stands for performing Salat, the blessings of Allah spreads over his/her head. On the other hand, that person archive a lot of neki, virtue. 2. The angels of Allah made a protective shield around a Salat performing person. 3. One of the angels of Allah announces in front of a Salat performing person that, if you people would recognize that in front of standing, you would never finish your Salat, rather you would continue your prayer until your death. About Salat, Almighty Allah says in Quran,
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ista'inu bis-sabri was-salat. Inna Allaha ma'as sabirin.
Oh, you who have believed, patience and prayer. Indeed, Allah is with the patient. Surah Al-Baqarah 153. In the day of judgment, when the Salat performing person will enter the Jannat, heaven. At that time a group of people will enter Jannat, heaven, whose face will be shining like sun. The angels of Allah will ask them, "Who are you? What did you perform in the world that your face are shining so brightly?" They will answer that, "We are the people who protected Salat in the world and performed it steadily and perfectly." The angels will again ask, "How did you protect Salat?" The Jannati people will answer that we are the people who go to mosque 5 times a day even before the Adhan happens. So, from the discussion we understand that among all other FARZ AMAL in Islam, NAMAZ, Salat, is the most important one. We all learn this from the Quran and Hadith, and each of us should try to perform Salat regularly and try to pray or perform Salat 5 times a day.